What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to 6 Scale Reviews. It's Dan. Today we have another 6 Scale figure unboxing for you guys. It is, of course, a Star Wars Shadow Trooper. This is MMS 737. This is with the Death Star Environment, the dark side version. So it's going to be red. This is a trooper I've actually been searching for quite a long time. I almost bought one before they announced the re-release, I guess you would call this. I don't know if it's a re-release because it has a totally new MMS number. So not sure what to call it, but it is basically the same figure with the new diorama base. So take it for what it is. Reissue, not reissue. I don't know. I don't care. I wanted the figure, got the figure, and I'm really excited about it, man. It is the Shadow Trooper. They've always looked so badass to me. And yeah, let's just get right into it, you guys. This is the box art right here. It's got a lot more stuff going on than normal. You know, usually it's just a black background with the figure in focus. But you can kind of see a little bit of that background in the back. So that's different. You have the nice little cigar band picture of the figure itself. I love the way those gray eyes kind of pop. Nice little contrast. And you can just see various images of the figure. And of course you got all of the legal stuff here in the back, you know, warnings and whatnot. But once you take off that front little cover, you are greeted with another box art, which I think looks absolutely incredible. This thing looks fantastic. I love the way that blaster looks. The lighting they did on this looks absolutely incredible. Yeah, Hot Toys absolutely did a really good job with this and the blogger photos as well. They made it look incredible. And last but not least, we have the figure itself. In the packaging, it has two layers. It has the figure, and then it has this diorama backdrop, which is actually kind of heavy. Like I had struggled right there holding this in one hand just because I didn't want to rip the box. But this thing is heavy. It's got some weight to it. You can see the base right here, and then, of course, the large LED panel. So I'm going to go ahead, take all of this stuff out, and we'll take a closer look at them. Let's go. Alright, everyone, here's everything that the Shadow Trooper comes with. As you can see, there's not a lot here, but as you can see, there's something very large in the forefront. Well, I'll start off with the base, just because I really like the way these bases look. They're very simple, very clean, and yeah, I just really like the way that grate looks. It's very sharp, actually, so just keep that in mind. Looks good. It's gonna, you know, it has these little plugs here for the diorama base, and I will show how that works in a little bit. You also get two of these pouches that will go right onto the figure. Nothing crazy about them. They are pleather, I believe. So, gotta watch out for that. And of course, we have his blaster. And this thing is not painted like your standard Stormtrooper blaster. It has a little bit more shine, a little bit more speckle to it. It's got a... It also feels different, too. It's kind of like a... you can definitely feel that paint on there, at least for me. But you can see, like, it definitely shines. Like, the other ones are very just matte black, just black plastic, but this has a very obvious paint application over it. It's like a bronzish type of look, but hard to see on camera, but it looks a lot different. Once I get the macro lens out, I will kind of display that, but it looks really good. I actually really like the way they painted it. It's got that nice little gloss, and of course we have a pair of hands. You actually get two fists, which is, you know, odd. Hot Toys doesn't like to do pairs. But as you can see, the battle damage on the plate over the fist, you can see there's like scuffing and weathering, very subtle. And yeah, you get two fists, so that's a plus. And then you get two trigger fingers, and then one you know, gesturing hand, and then two relaxed hands that come on the figure itself. But I know everyone here wants to see this right here. Now, this thing is actually very large. It's a very large LED panel. As you can see, these two little knobs right here. The base just slots on over that. Let me see if I can show it to you. As you can see, the two little slots. You just line them up, and it slots right in. Boom, like that. And now, the base will stand up like so. It will stand up on its own. And to access the battery and the switch compartment, you're going to need to turn this guy over just like this. You can see it has like a backdrop of its own over here. And you just slide this paper up. And it takes 3 AAA batteries back here. And then once you get those in, it doesn't come with it. Once you get those on, you can flip the switch on. As you can probably already tell, the lights are on. They look incredible. I'm gonna, do some shots later with the lights off so you can see just how bright they are. They're fairly bright even with the lights on overhead. So it looks really good. This is really cool. I'm not sure if Hot Toys has ever done one that's red. I do have the regular Stormtroopers on order as well. I have those on order on Sideshow, so it's going to be a while. But yeah, this looks incredible. As you can see, it bleeds onto this. I do have another one of these figures on order from Sideshow as well. I got this one from Pop Collectibles. I'm not sure if I mentioned that earlier in the video or not, but I did. That's why I got here soon. Didn't even know it was released until I seen an email. So I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to buy it. And I did. So I have one on order in Sideshow. Have one now in person. And I really cannot wait to get that other one, man, because it's going to look incredible. And last but not least, a nice little feature that Hot Toys has, implemented is that it has this little flip out little link that you can connect a second base and panel setup. So that's really cool. So you can really link up 2 of these guys, 3 of these guys, or however many you want together. And I know it comes with batteries, and I know that sucks. I know everybody wanted USB, including myself. I really wanted USB, but if you can not hack it, but if you can learn how to wire up the batteries to make sure that they're always on to create permanent power, then this shouldn't be a problem. Or maybe you can, I know I'm going to try to reach out to Fusion Reactors himself and see if he's got a kit for this, or if he can make one. I think that'd be really cool. But we'll see. I have to play with it and figure out how I'm going to get these, permanently on in my display. But that's it. Let's go ahead, get the figure out, and see what he looks like. Let's go. All right, everybody. Here we are with the Shadow Trooper himself. And I just have to say, this thing looks absolutely beautiful. Beautiful figure. Definitely one of my favorite troopers. I prefer this over the Death Trooper. I don't know. It's just something about the helmet and everything. The way this looks, it just looks so damn badass. It looks like an elite special force. It just looks so damn cool, man. I love the paint applications on those eyes. It just stands out. There's a lot of subtle weathering. Not so much subtle on the top right here, but you can just see all this glossy goodness in this figure. It's going to be an absolute nightmare to photograph and to do the, the more cinematic, look to it, just because the lighting is so reflective. You can see everything right here that it's reflecting off of. But that paint just looks so beautiful in person. I mean, I really can't emphasize it enough. Yeah, I got all of the pouches on right now. You can see these guys. I don't really love the way they sit there, but it is what it is. Can't control it. I have the blaster into the holster as well, and as you can see, it sits in there really nice. On my copy, though, the magnet doesn't seem to be there, so just be wary of that. Not a big deal for me because I don't plan to have the gun in the holster very often, so is what it is. I don't really care, but just be wary of that. Hot Toys tends to use cheap glue, so maybe it fell off in the box and I just didn't see it. I also forgot to mention that it came with a canister that just slots in the back. It's not magnetic or anything. It just kind of slots 2 metal prongs. Very easy to remove, and that's where it sits. I'm not going to really go over articulation because it's a trooper, and most of us who've been collecting for a while do have troopers in our collection or clones. It's very much the same thing, so we get the standard double elbows or double jointed elbows and double jointed knees. I do want to mention the fabric on the undersuit here as well. It's a bit different than what at least I've noticed in some of it. It seems a bit tighter and a bit more I was gonna say not stretchy, but it looks a lot thinner. You can kind of see the muscle pads underneath, which is kind of weird. I guess you can say it looks like thigh muscle, but I don't know. It just seems a little bit thinner to me. So I don't know if it's a big deal or not, but it looks fine. It does the job. It's a black undersuit. I don't think anyone's going to really trip or notice of it at all. But nonetheless, that's pretty much it. Oh, and there goes that canister I was telling you about as it goes rolling off. Let's go ahead, pose this guy up, and wrap up the video. Let's go. All right, everybody, made it to the end of the video here, and you can see the Shadow Troopers here with 2 regular Stormtroopers. And once again, man, this figure is absolutely incredible. I think this is, like I said, my favorite trooper in Star Wars, so I give this thing a solid 10 out of 10. The presence, the backdrop, just the way this thing looks is incredible. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, how many you're getting, if you're getting it, and yeah, if you like it. If you like the video, please hit the like button, subscribe, and we'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace out.